Hello everyone, I'm showing off the Fuji Lab 650 today. This machine we have really enjoyed printing a lot of people's personal pictures and some that get made into books and things like that. Figured I'd show you guys a little bit about it. It's not a bad machine at all. Right here it's saying it wants to get some luster paper, so I'll show you guys how that ends up working when you load paper onto it. Check it out. I'm going to be wearing the camera, so it might be bouncing around a bit. Paper goes into this tray here on the top from a roll. You lift here to get it to open up. Once you've opened it up, you set your detents here by lifting them up and sliding them about until you get to the 5-inch paper that it's asking for. Take your roll here, set her onto the tray, spindle, whatever you want to call it, and then line up the blue and then set it sideways like that. See if you got lined up good, and then put in the stick here, set it to 5 inches, twist both sides like that, and then bring it over to the machine. Put the gear side, of course, where the gear acceptor is there. And then when you're ready, you line up the paper. I'll try to do this one-handed maybe and get a better angle on it for you. Put the paper into the detent like that, and then slide it forward just a bit. And then bring it down so that this roller is touching these. And then close your lid. Make sure you're set for luster. You can change that over here. Stop at luster and close it up. Then when you return to the machine, you'll see that it says, you want to go ahead and it'll close itself a lot of times. But in a second here, it'll accept that paper, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it actually prints, if it does it quick enough. But the Dry Lab leaves everything in trays like this, and then the trays flip upward and they go in a row until you get 10 or so there, and then the machine will tell you to take them out. And I take them out, I put them into these just plain old envelopes, and if there's more than 50, I bundle them together. And the way everything's looking, it takes just a few minutes to measure what's on the roll, and then it'll show up in this area here as the paper that you've selected. And then it'll begin to queue up these jobs that you have set up here. What'll happen is it'll say working in a couple seconds here, and then you'll get to see the prints come out, and they do a real nice job. We can do all the way up to 12-inch wide. A lot of people do their weddings and different prints with us. A lot of these machines are at different department stores and things. Small photo mats would have loved this machine because you can make tons and tons of prints with it in no time at all. Now, while it's doing that, I'll show you guys. You have to keep the paper in like little bins to keep it so that the humidity doesn't affect it any, or it doesn't get messed up at all. And you make a bin for each size. I have lots and lots of paper available, and it goes any range from 5x7 up, pretty much. Whatever you can think of picture wise, we make it. Come back over here again and see if it's accepted it. There we go. It has accepted the 5-inch luster. And in a few seconds, you'll see that some of these jobs here are now working, it'll say. See if it switches over. It's seen the paper at least. You can also click in here and it'll tell you how much you have left on the roll itself. I load glossy into the bottom usually and leave it there. That way I only have to switch the bottom tray twice. The top tray only goes up to 10 inches. The bottom tray goes to 12. So frequently I just leave 12 in it. Let's see here in a second. I hear some noises. Oh, and it also, of course, informs you what your next media in the list might be to take care of some of these jobs. And oh yeah, some of these are now, as you can see, working. And in a second, we'll see some prints spew out of the end here, and then land and be guided toward me and land into a tray, and then the tray will flip upward once it gets 50 or more, or that job is completed. So we'll see what we get here. This first job will be quick. It's a level 5 order. It says now print head maintenance is in progress. You'll see that every now and then it'll stop for a little cleaning and then come back to life and begin printing for you. Each morning we print out a test run right here, and the test run shows you how the print heads are doing, and if you see any gaps or things that are missing in there, then you go ahead and tell that number 6 here has a problem. You can go in and tell just to clean 6 so you don't waste ink cleaning the whole print head at once. You can see a moire pattern here. That's pretty funny. You can see it dancing around there. Well, I'm still waiting for the print head maintenance, but shortly you'll see some prints. And when it begins doing its job, it does it pretty quickly. You'll see that you're able to walk away from the machine, but when you do, you'll come back and be surprised how many it's printed. This is old Zycon over there, so I've been stationed over here because it's close to this machine, and it's been fun running this thing anyway. So in between Zycon jobs, I've been blasting a bunch of wedding pictures and things like that. Print head progress. Supposed to just say, I guess you could say okay to that if you want to. Any second now, hopefully. It has been pretty good about not jamming, and makes some really high quality items. It doesn't seem to have much difficulty printing any pictures you could imagine. I've never seen it foul up. Only every now and then you would run into this, having an issue, and you would have to repair, certain heads. But once you've done that, it doesn't carry over. And when it does its own print head cleanings, it seems to always do a nice job. It doesn't end up ruining your first test or anything like that. Though it does tend to decide when it wants to do it. It's still doing it. Say okay again. Oh yeah, this monitor, while this is doing it, I was surprised that it comes with a ViewSonic monitor that is touch screen. You can see my finger doing the moving it around. Anything you touch, X, you can go ahead and do it that way. They do that because a lot of these are at like little kiosks, so the individual may not be wanting to mouse around. I leave a mouse handy anyway. When you get it set up, you end up with a lot of different card reading that you're going to need to put different people's cards in there. So we got a special card reader that came with it that goes with practically anything you'd imagine as memory for cameras. Oh, here we go. Here comes the prints. Now you can see it come out of the machine there like that, and then hit the deck and roll toward me, and boom, prints. So yeah, I figured I'd show you guys this new toy we got, and it's a lot of fun. It's been working really good too. So thank you guys for watching again. And I know it's not a Zycon video, but this is one interesting machine, the Fuji DL650. I really like it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Open up the paper. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it a little to get it to go through. Try for some 8-inch luster paper here. Lock it in place, spinning both sides. Drop it in place. And up into that detent, make sure you pick luster on the window there. And then once you're set up, roll it back a little. Drop her down. That should set it up for the next batch. Once you see the piece go away, you should be all good. Right up here it'll change and it'll add the next paper in line into that window there, and it'll take the luster one down. Yep, keep messing with this machine, having fun with it. As each one comes out, this is dry. This one is dog. Let's see. Dog. Started out with family pictures. Things just come out of there one by one, slowly, as you set it up. And when it's finished, you know, you'll notice over here that all your jobs will be complete. The ones you see working here, once you see they're all gone and the front of the machine is just blinking, or has stopped blinking for that matter, you can load up the next paper in line. It always shows you what's going to be the next paper in line. Pretty neat. At the end of the day, we set up all the prints, various sizes, scan them all. And I'll show you guys like just how nice this really does print. Here's some pictures, you know, that people have done that are so good. Just a nice printer overall. It does a great job of making really nice artful prints, all the way up to long panoramic sizes as well. Not bad at all. So, you know, Fuji DL650, you know, gets a big thumbs up from me. I've had a lot of fun using it. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya. If the paper ever jams, this is what you will end up seeing. It'll come out of the back, and then it'll look a lot like this in the front, of course, feeding straight into the machine. What you end up doing is, you open this up and look, and you're going to have that going on inside of there. So, best way to manage to get this all back to normal is to come over, cut straight across here with scissors. Grab a pair here. So, trying to keep a decently straight edge. You'll probably just fix it later, but cut across. Alright, then only go in this direction with the leftover bit. Take that out. That'll come right out of there. That one somehow cuts itself. Throw that on your chair or whatever, and get this guy here to come back through this way. Making some terrible sounds, but there you go. There's your paper. It's got a yellow line on it, but you can see, check for any debris. Looking good. Alright, then close down your lid, check out your paper here, throw your busted piece over here again, and then reload that paper and have it try again. End up over here. Even with the bad cut, I think it should be okay. Guide it in place. You're on glossy, that's what you got. That's what we had before it jammed, so we'll try again. Close the lid. and then you're going to have to clear out a bunch of messages about it being stuck. Okay. Once you've told everything that you've settled all the scores there, you should be back in business. If that roll continues to do that to you, then I would recommend grabbing a different roll out of the packaging and setting that one aside, perhaps declaring it defective in some manner. I've had rolls that would just not load. It happens. I don't know why. Perhaps too slippery to grab into the pinch rollers, the nip rollers, however you say that, and it won't advance the paper other than to just push it straight through the machine. So figured I'd show you guys how to unclog her when it gets stuck. And it doesn't get stuck often, it's just, you know, it happens, so I figured I'd film it. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That's how you unjam the Fuji DL650. Appreciate it. Have a nice day.